Okay, we're here in Birmingham at MCs for Life, and I'm in the presence of a very well-respected MC, Mr. Black Thought from The Roots. Thank you for joining us on Afrolution.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
Now, I've got so many questions on a while, so I'll try and keep it compact. But one of the things that you've been to Africa, you've been to South Africa, and how was that?
It was dope. Like I went actually as part of the Black August. You know, like the annually Black August movement goes to you know, some place where there are or recently have been political prisoners.
Yeah.
So we went to South Africa to do this run or whatever, and it was a 3-city deal: Durban, Johannesburg, and Cape Town. I wasn't able to bring The Roots or any of my other band members because it would have been too pricey.
Yeah.
So I went and just rocked with it was me, Talib Kweli, Dead Prez, J. Will Damager, Boots from the Coup, and just a few writers and things like that. I think Lauryn Hill was supposed to be part of that trip, and she didn't make it for whatever reason. But what we did was we went and we did in Johannesburg. We did a big show for 5,000 or 6,000 people. Inside the central train station in Johannesburg.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, and it was this train station was filled with people, and there was a big stage in there, and it was breathtaking for me. I didn't expect it to be on such a large scale. But what we realized when we were down there doing radio, in preparation for the show, was that the ticket price was way out of a lot of people's reach.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that were fans of The Roots and Dan Prez and Kweli, they couldn't afford to come to the show. So we did this whole thing where the 3 cities that we were going to, we set it up where we would do a paid show, a show that people bought tickets to, and then we would go into the townships and just do free shows.
Okay.
So we went to Soweto with an ice cream truck was the power source.
Yeah.
And I used Talib Kweli's DJ. He had one turntable.
Yeah.
And we would rock. So we rocked for free out there, just in the center of Soweto. A lot of kids came out. It was dope. It was one of the best things I've ever been a part of.
You should evolve, or I come snatch your hoodie off. You want B-boy nostalgia? Me and Quest lovers rerun and Roger back when brothers used to get stuck for kicks. Now I'm a born shark chumps can't fuck for dick.
How does it make you feel? I mean, you guys, I'm proud to say that you guys are very well received in Africa, your whole vibe, and you are one of the groups that I put up there as a great example of what hip-hop can be. How does it make you feel knowing that there is a lot of negative influence through the modern hip-hop, pop, whatever you want to call it, culture, going into not just Africa, but developing countries as a whole, and affecting young kids growing up in developing countries? How does that make you feel to know that you're kind of part of that?
It's sad, you know what I'm saying? It's a little disappointing, but the antidote to that is just more artists becoming global minded, and venturing out into different territories and venturing out doing shows in different. People feel a lot of artists feel Africa is just in another galaxy or something. You can't go there. You know what I'm saying? And they feel that way about a lot of different places in the world. So, once that stigmatism is removed, or lessened, people get off of that and just start traveling, then you'll start seeing more conscious artists having an influence in developing countries than artists that aren't as conscious.
One of the things that you guys are renowned for is being a live hip-hop band, full-on kind of ensemble of instruments, and very often I see guys get on stage and rhyme and go on for 20, 30, 40 minutes, and to be honest, it can get very boring. And we're always encouraging people, especially in Africa, to bring in local instrumentation and percussion. It's not easy to put a band together, but how important to your sound is it to have a band, and how did you get to that conclusion that you were going to be a live hip-hop band?
At this point, it's utterly of utmost importance that I have a band. It's very hard for me to adjust to performing with a DJ. The shit that I just did downstairs, it was difficult for me, just because I'm used to just having Questlove. We've known each other since 86, 87, where I don't even have to look at him and he knows, if there's gonna be a variation in tempo or, in what I'm saying or what he's playing, it's just unspoken, and we're gonna always be locked, the voice and the drum, we're the founding members of The Roots. so for me it's like, you know, super important. But when I'm not able to rock with my band, it's not gonna stop me from rocking. Like I said, when I went to South Africa, I couldn't bring them. I rocked, you know, with Tyler Polly's DJ, and I feel like it was just as well received because, I mean, they didn't necessarily have anything to compare it to. They didn't have, like, you know, the real Roots standard to compare it to.
Got me coming out my bag like a field trip. Before they shut it down on my ass like a kill switch. Really feeling like the bars trying to kill switch. Criminals at large catching charge for some real shit. The streets still pitch, you niggas still pitch. Black out of setbacks, living be a real bitch. It's like running with the pals on your heels, kid. See the pain stab you in the brain like a drill bit. And I'm
what influences you and what inspires you to be positive, to say things that mean something? What do you draw from?
Just, you know, every time I feel like it's, you know what I'm saying, it may not be working or I may not be getting through to people, somebody comes up and they're like, yo, you know, like, your music changed my life. If it wasn't for this verse, I would be dead right now. Or, you know, if it wasn't for this, you know, concert that you did, like I met my wife at your concert. I meet dozens of people who like got married at the meeting at a Roots show because the vibe was just, you know what I mean, it was stress-free, it was like uplifting, people feel more confident in themselves, like people are more approachable, and it's just like, you know, like when I meet someone whose life I've touched in that way, it definitely makes me want to, you know, it makes me want to make more substantial material than just, you know what I'm saying, something that just came to my head, like on some, you know what I mean, it makes me want to just take longer in the creative process and you know, like really deal with it because, you know, I know people, you know, little kids in South Africa are going to be listening to it, you know, over and over again, and I know, you know what I'm saying, that might give me the potential to affect somebody else in a positive way, so, I mean, that's what kind of keeps me going, you know what I mean?
So, okay, there are cats all over Africa, whether it's Ghana, Angola, Nigeria. We're going to watch this interview. You got one message to reach out to them. What are you going to say?
It's stay true to, you know, your regional sound, your regional style. You know what I mean? Like, don't, you know, Americanize to commercialize. You know what I mean? A lot of people, I go to, you know, some places that aren't English-speaking countries, and people are striving to be MCs, but they want to rap in English, and they, you know, they want to, you know, lose their accent, and you know what I mean, just like do you, wherever you come from, like, you know, blow that out, like rap in that language, and you know what I'm saying, bring that energy to where you're from and get that recognition, you know what I'm saying, and then on a world scale, you're gonna be that much more accepted, and you know what I mean, respected and taken seriously. You gotta rep where you're from first, like, you know what I mean.
See, take those words and use them. Black Thought, thank you very much, man.
Thank you.